The officials assigned to this.
We welcome you here to Genoa High School. Mike Jameson along with Marty Bin here. Genoa is going to be taking on Elmwood tonight. Marty, this is a must-win for basically both of these teams.
Yeah, they've got to get their seasons back on track, and tonight's a great time to do it. Weather's perfect, great night for football.
We're looking forward to this game tonight, folks. It's going to be a great one. Every time we start talking tonight, they start talking up there. So let's get on and let's get a football game going. As we kick this one off and get her started.
Excellent coverage. Well placed kick down there, and the sideline kind of boxed them in, and very strategic.
I think what you're going to see a lot tonight is, testing the waters. We could see a little bit more passing than we've seen from Genoa so far. Last we saw them at Oak Harbor. And it got down real quick. Oak Harbor really did some good stuff. Oh, thank you. I don't know why it says that.
Snow on the snap. Oh, excellent job up front. You could have got about 4 backs through that one, Mike. That was just great job by the guys up front.
Enough yardage for a comment. First down.
I think we'll be able to put that up there and it'll look a little better there. Little apologies on that.
We caught it early.
Thank you, Marty.
It's all correct.
First down?
Oh, yeah. Lots of yards on first down. Right back to it.
Well, you're gonna,
if you're an offensive coordinator, you see those big chunks of yards, and you just start rolling the fingers and say, "I tell you what, we're going to keep running that till you stop it."
Well, Bartage too, and that's been the namesake of Genoa football here for all of these years, is being able to pick those holes and be able to, do things that a lot of other teams couldn't do, and that's what they have to do tonight. Second and 5.
Right side.
Got a couple.
Justin Barledge, ball carrier, gain of 1 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 3. Stopped by a host of Royals.
3rd and 3 is kind of that no man's yardage. You can't count on getting the first down running the ball, and if you're not comfortable throwing it, you got some decisions to make.
And here's the thing, though, it's much more comfortable than 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 8 because it gives them some options here. And Barledge is running the ball real well so far tonight. At that time.
Yeah, they had the box stack pretty full there.
Yeah, that was Bartlett again.
You're going to have to take some shots.
Stopped for no gain on the play. Gunnar Endicott. And Kate Carter on the stop.
Looks like they may go for it here. No, they're switching out.
Yeah, they just at the last. Sam Witt, who has been incredible.
Sam the Toe Witt.
Sam the Toe Witt.
All-state kicker.
Yes. Back for the Elmwood. Oh, it's a beautiful hit.
Great hang time. Oh, good coverage, too.
Wow. Bryant was able to get on that, and I think Materney also was able to get in on that. First down.
We get our first look at that Elmwood passing attack.
Well, we've been told to see that we're going to see a lot of good stuff out of these guys. I want to make sure. Oh, somebody's squeaking. Hope that wasn't us. Well, do we got a flag?
Sideline warning.
Yeah, it's on Elmwood.
Elmwood, sideline warning. No signal on that, Marty. I don't know if they're. Yeah, they're not saying. It's a secret. Oh, they are moving it.
I did not see the call.
Oh, it's 10.
It had to be holding on a gunner then,
Brings
based
up
on where the
first
flag
and 10
was.
for the Royals from their own 12-yard line.
It is first and 10 now, and something had to happen on the kickoff. We just didn't see it, and we never even saw a flag.
It was right here on the sideline.
Oh,
Like
gotcha,
it had to
gotcha.
be holding on one of the
Yeah, it
gunners.
had to be. Okay.
So Elmwood's got 4 wide, sends a man in motion.
Run, 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 run.
Right up the middle, nice.
3 and 11.
Looks like
Tackle made by number 3, Braylon Bryant. And number 11,
Fraley on the
AJ
carry.
Ruby.
I think 4 carried it.
Same
second
with Fraley,
4.
the ball carrier for Elmwood. He
He's
has
only-
6 on the play.
He's the only back there. He got it again.
Yep.
Nothing there that time.
Sanford Fraley on the run. Stopped by number 5, Antonio Cuzada.
Fraley on
Number
that run,
60,
and
Gage Gallagher.
they're trying that. They're testing those little waters and that 1 and 2 holes there, and
4's the only one back there.
There wasn't much there that time.
no, not it. Genoa did a really good job covering that up.
Joe's in basically man with a free.
There's that pass.
Oh, behind him a little bit there. Definite punting situation.
Connor Logston's pass.
Intended for Daniel
Headed for
Duval.
Duval. Falls incomplete.
I can tell you right now, Marty, this is going to be opposite of what it normally is for us here. We're normally worried about dark jerseys and dark numbers. It's pure white jerseys with pure white numbers.
They are not easy to read from up here.
Oh no, and we're infantils when it comes to this, you know.
Jacoby Addy back to punt for the Royals.
4th and 4.
Left-footed
Oh,
kicker.
and
they
he got it!
They got the punt. Oh, he picked it back up. Good heady play by the kicker.
Genoa's going to
By
get
number 24, Ray Gomez.
Ray Gomez, a standout sensation on offense, but I'll tell you what, that was all defense there, buddy.
Punter
And
was tackled on the play
what
by
a
number
great
4,
play.
Oh, he got a great jump, timed the snap beautifully, and then laid out across the front. Textbook positioning on the block. But what a heady play by the punter to pick it back up and keep it from being right on the doorstep.
All you Genoa fans are listening online right now. 419-514-1302. Give us a hello. Let us know you're listening. Trying to get this one to you here. And 1st and 10. Is that Barledge again?
Barledge again, yes.
They got 1.
Justin Barledge, the ball carrier. Number 31, Zach Edwards on the tackle.
2nd and 9. Brought to you in part by great people at Fairway Mortgage. Marty, thank you for putting up with us.
Glad to
But
help.
we have to put up with you, 11 o'clock on Saturday nights in Channel 24. So I still think you need your own show.
It happens.
Yeah. Is it coming someday, maybe?
Yeah.
The Marty Show.
No.
2nd and 9. First pass
Rolling
for
out.
Stoner.
A little flood route there. Good coverage. They stacked it up pretty good.
Ryland
Somebody's seen
Stoner,
that on
the ball
film because they
carrier.
had that covered perfectly.
He never even got into a position that he was going to throw the ball. He was running basically the whole time on that.
I think he was looking up. He was rolling right, and they basically ran a flood route to the right side. They had receivers at every level stacked out there, and the spacing on the Elmwood defense was perfect to take it away.
Let's say 3rd and 13 right now for the Comets.
If you see that look from up top, you hope later you can come back to it and sneak that left side guy out the flat out here because there was nobody on the backside. I'll throw it again here.
Stoner puts it up. Got somebody. Oh! I think that's Gomez.
Yeah, Gomez
Stoner's
again.
pass attempted for Ray Gomez falls incomplete.
Actually, a
Brings
really
up
good
4th
throw.
and 13.
Where only his guy can get it, just barely out of reach.
I can tell you right now.
You got your all-state kicker, you're going to put points on the board.
Ray Gomez in the first game, they had the concussion protocol on him, and I guess kind of rough. But you got Sam Witt in here to attempt
Coming to attempt the 37-yard field goal.
Why, thank you. I didn't even have to say that.
2 left-footed kickers in the game. You don't see that every time.
Witt's got the length. That looks good.
What a good.
And the kick is good.
Plenty of length on that.
7:52 left in the first quarter. Your Comets 3. The Royals 0.
In typical fashion in these tight games, a turnover is going to result in points, and that's often the difference in the game.
That was a great one. We'll be right back. 3-0 right now. Genoa's on top. We'll be right back.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
Genoa Bank helped finance my great-grandfather's farm equipment.
Genoa Bank helped.
28 Duval.
3-0 is our score right now. Genoa on top.
21.
Sam Witt being able to get that out there and do what he does best. And, boy, it's nice to have him back on the field. Had some incredible injuries last year, and lost him in basketball, and it's glad to have him back. He can hit the ball. He kicks it so well.
Single digit, 6.
Excellent coverage by the Comets again on that
On the return,
kickoff.
initial stop by number 4, Gus Trainer. And number 10, Justin Bartlett.
And we got the scoreboards. I got to do scoreboards. I got to do. It's one of them nights. Just
He'll be fine.
I'm just
relax.
I'm just. Marty Bin from Fairway Mortgage with us tonight, and thank you. That I needed that.
No worries. 3 wide receivers right. Man coverage out here.
Boy, can he throw it? There it is. Oh, right through his hands. Double coverage.
Boy, that young man's going to watch the film tomorrow and be like,
Logson's pass.
that's a Homer Simpson
That
dope.
was
That's
right
a
there.
Dope moment. Yeah, oh yeah. That was. You can't throw it better than that.
And he's got such a good spin on the ball too. It's one incredible thrower right there, my friends. 7:42 left in the first quarter. 3-0 Comets on top.
When your secondary coach breathes a very large sigh of relief. Ooh.
Well, he got hit in the secondary huge.
He was stood up and then reminded why running inside is tough business for anybody.
Sanford Fraley, the ball carrier.
Fraley's
Stop on the play by number 60, Gage Gallagher.
Gallagher with the
57,
stop,
Colt
and
Stewart. And number 52, Daniel Baker.
a lot of people in on that one. 3rd and about 8. There it is again. They're going. Oh, that's
he
good.
had it that time. See, the corner learned from his mistake earlier. He stayed on top and didn't let him get the route over the top of him, and the quarterback just threw it where nobody could get it.
A.J. Ruby's in coverage.
Looks like 4th and 8 again for the Royals here. And yeah, that kid could throw it. And he's got some time back there. They haven't gotten to him yet.
He's had a pretty clean pocket
A.J.
so far.
Ruby's back to return the punt. Jacoby Addy, the punt for the Royals.
1, 2.
Hey, that kid grabbed the
That's
whole
a good
thing.
one.
Boy, I'm surprised that the official did not reach into his pocket there and drop a little laundry in the backfield, because the young man that blocked the last one got absolutely suplexed.
He wasn't going to get it this time.
Jimmy
huh?
Superfly Snuka was blocking on that play. I assure you.
31-yard line. The Comets are going to be starting on this first quarter right now. 3-0.
Tomorrow's Fall Harvest Fest. The Chamber's been taking
Special thanks to Tass Electronics, helping us out all the time. Al's been there forever for us. Of course, Silvermoon Soda Grill over on 795. Have you eaten there?
I have not.
Well, you got to get you over there. It's good food and good fun.
I don't get out much.
Yeah. Hey, you got that beautiful pool in your backyard.
All summer, that's all I do is hang out.
That looks like
Ray
Gomez.
Gomez.
Ray Gomez got a couple out of that one. 4-5. 2nd and about 6.
Kyler Heiserman on the tackle. Gain of 4 on the play. Please join us tomorrow at 5 p.m. in the Harvest Fest Entertainment Tent, as Mayor Ken Harsingy and Kevin Gladieux will present Coach Firestone with his award. Congratulations, Coach.
We got to meet Coach Firestone at the Oak Harbor game. What a great guy.
Justin Barlage, the ball carrier. Gain
Yeah,
of
it's
2
going
on
to be
the play.
third and 2 on that one. It's going to actually be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, gain of about 1.5 yards, and there wasn't much there.
Mason Oliver on the tackle.
Middle of that Elmwood
Lumpy
defense has
assist
decided
will
to
next time.
not allow any movement in there right now.
Well, we're seeing, you know, typical Genoa football right now. Pound it out, pound it out, pound it out. And they're very good at doing that. And that keeps, number one, keeps the clock moving for them. And number two, you know, they're
Too wide
once
to the
they
right
throw-
now, rolling
there we
that
go.
way. Ooh, excellent defense.
I mean, Stoner's got an arm, and he's a lefty, too.
By number 21, Mason Oliver.
Basically a little zone
Brings up
pass
fourth
there.
down.
You know, just sit down underneath the zone, but the outside backer there did a fantastic job closing and tipping that away.
Sam Witt.
Back. Sam Witt's going to
Back in punt
second and
formation.
third.
You
third
say his
pump.
nickname is the Toe?
That's what they say.
Simon
The
Duval
toe.
back to receive for the Royals.
So Lou the Toe Groza and Sam the Toe
Look
Witt.
at that. Look at that kid kick that ball.
Oh yeah,
I got
great
it.
coverage again.
Duval on the return, brought down for a gain of 1 yard by number 16.
Duval with the
Reed
return,
Stoner.
and Marty, we're going to have
I would
some
say
real trouble
zero
with
on
him.
the return. Zero on the return.
You didn't get nothing on that one, huh?
No, Witt's put enough hang time on it. There's absolutely nothing the returners can do except haul it in and get tackled.
That's what's going to get him into college football too, I think.
Oh, yeah.
That hang time. 1st and 10.
Little running room for the quarterback here. Good decision to pull up there. That would have drawn 15 extra if had he not done so.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people clocking him out of bounds this year. You've seen it a lot this year.
It's a poor decision, and very seldom changes where if they're already headed out of bounds, it's not going to change the yardage by but a half a yard, but it costs you 15, and sometimes it costs you a disqualification.
Boy, they are tight. They are running tight on these receivers here.
Well, they've got
yeah.
they got two safeties back now, so they've got
Now he moves
basically some deep cover too.
Nothing.
Safety on each hash.
Nice tackle. Number 57, number 78.
Genoa's done a good job mixing up looks on defense here, so
Tackle
the
made
quarterback
by
can't
number
get comfortable so
78.
far.
Grant Goodman.
Grant Goodman
Number
with that
57,
tackle.
Colton Stewart.
Colton Stewart also, and both of these guys were, they were there before anything happened. Lost one.
Third and about 6.5.
Now he's going to pass that. Screen, and he missed it.
Logson's pass broke up by number 5.
That was an
Antonio
interesting jailbreak look on
Quintana.
that. Not your traditional jailbreak screen.
And he didn't have anything in front of him where that, like a little button hook, right? A little bit, just.
Well, normally you're hoping on that jailbreak that the defensive line comes surging and you've got a kind of an open look there, and you're basically releasing guys so your linemen can go downfield. So the ball has to be caught behind the line of scrimmage, otherwise you'd have ineligible man downfield. Very favorable bounce for the Royals.
It's going to help him out.
To return the punt.
Well, other than that block field goal, this has been a battle of field position and punting so far. Neither team's really been able to get on track offensively.
4:51 left to go here in the first quarter. Mike Jameson along with Marty Pinn
36-yard line.
from Fairway Mortgage. Fastway.
I have no idea what you're talking
I don't know. It's sitting right in front of me there. Don't give me something to read that is in good print and everything, because we know what's going to happen. Great game. Thanks for coming in and working with us tonight, Marty. Marty is fixing people's home mortgages all over the city, and we thank him. Guys, probably Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, right?
Yes. 27 years worth.
Stoner's got some time. I get a couple out of it.
He's made some really good decisions with the ball by not forcing into tight windows. There was not a lot open there, and good decision to tuck it down and get something positive out of an otherwise kind of broken play.
Tackle.
Well, he kind of reminds me of Marino.
5 on the play.
Not real quick, but you're smart. He's you know what I mean. He's a big boy.
I don't know. Those Marino comparisons are tough because he got the ball out in ways that normal human beings can't.
Did they get it?
Barledge, great little jump cut there in the hole.
Justin Barledge, ball carrier. It's enough yardage for a Comet. First down.
Genoa first down there. Genoa Bank first down.
Nice little shift in the hole to get that extra yardage.
Tackle for the Royals.
And a lot of people ask us, why can't we watch the games like we watch your volleyball games and your basketball games? OHSAA will not let us do that. We would love to, but
Yes, call your state sports administrator and let them know.
Ray Gomez, the ball carrier.
Ray's been a really, really good secondary back here, and in his special teams work, and then they use him for throwing the ball, and he really can catch the ball real well.
Well, in this offense, you have to have multiple backs to keep a defense honest. Otherwise, they're going to focus on only one option. If you don't have 2 or 3 guys they respect, it's very tough to move the ball under this scheme.
About 2nd and 8. Oh, nice blocking.
Way to keep the legs moving.
Justin Barley bulldozes his way for another Comet first down.
Well, we were talking with some of the powers that be here, and there's an urgency in this game for them, and they really got to come out here and take charge of it, and so far that's what they've been able to do. 3-0 is our score right now. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Stoner under center.
24.
There it's Gomez again.
Ray Gomez, the ball carrier.
Able to get 4 out of that, or
Duvall, the
3 of
tackle.
them.
4-yard gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 6.
Appreciate you not being at a St. Francis game tonight.
They were at Ross. I was going to go down, but you called, and I
Thank
thought,
you.
well, I got to go this way anyway, so I'll just stop. I'll hang in here. And
I got money in this guy. I better go. No, I do appreciate it, and I knew you'd love to come out here and do a game, and you love sports so much. First down.
It's so nice to see a running back at this level keep their pads square, keep their legs moving, and just go north and south. Don't
Right.
avoid contact at all costs. And he gets that first moment of contact, and gets another 3.5, 4 yards by keeping the legs driving. It's great to see.
And they're not doing the arm flailing and trying to make all the movement with the arms, which is a good thing.
It's a
Granted,
great way
it's pretty.
It's a great way to fumble the ball.
Exactly.
That's a
it's pretty,
great
but
way to
this
fumble a
is
foot.
not what you want to do.
Good cutback.
Oh,
Great
gone.
cutback.
He's gone.
Oh, little jump cut in the hole into the house.
Ray Gomez, the Genoa Bank touchdown.
28 yards.
See, and again, I think when you see that
28-yard run.
the 2 different backs gaining yards consistently, it's very tough on the defense with the way this offense runs to figure out where the ball's
Every
going.
time that Genoa scores a touchdown, we'd like to thank Genoa Bank.
Genoa Bank
for
with their
sponsoring this Genoa Comet touchdown.
Genoa
The
Bank
donation
touchdown.
to our Genoa Athletic Booster.
Got to give big thanks out to Marty.
Blitz and kicking.
Marty Sutter and all the great people over at Genoa. They take really good care of me, and that, my friends,
Kick is good.
Great job by the holder there.
1:43 left in the first quarter.
Got the snap adjusted and got the ball down in plenty of time.
The Royals.
10-0's our score. We'll be right back right here on the Toledo Sports Network.
What can you expect from working with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation? Our branch manager, Marty Bin, can help you navigate through the loan process with the service and speed you deserve. Contact Marty today to get pre-qualified. Make your home buying dreams a reality. Call 419-481-8696 to speak with Marty Bin today.
Deep for the Royals. Duvall, Condon.
Welcome back to Genoa High School here. 10-0.
21. Sam.
Genoa Comets on top.
That was a great drive.
It was just
Mixed it up a little
everything
bit.
we're used to seeing coming out of Genoa.
Well, and Stoner, I think on the pass play early in the drive where he didn't force the ball in and then got 5 or 6 positive yards and keeps it, in front of the chains, key to getting that drive started.
1:43 in the first quarter left. Number 6.
Condon on the return. Stopped on the play by number 3.
Condon on the return there.
It was a aerial Condon on that play.
First and 10, and coming to the short end on this.
Well, For the Genoa staff, you got to believe you got to get Connor Logson on track here and get the ball moving a little bit.
They're still trying their run. Trying to get out of bounds on that too. It's not going to happen.
They may have to mix up the snap count a little bit. Genoa seems to have figured it out, and they're getting a pretty good jump.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Second and
Somebody
5.
has figured out the cadence, and that's a tough sign when that happens. I can tell you, I've been on the offensive side, and that's a great way to spend most of the day on your back.
Oh, he had him, and now he's in trouble. They got him. Wow.
Well, that's
Daniel Baker on the sack.
when you run 4 verts, that's the risk reward, and they ran 4 verts, and so either there was a mistake and one of the receivers ran the wrong route, or they were just hoping that Genoa didn't send as many guys back there.
Well, on that kind of play too, the pass has to happen quick in that setup, and then it doesn't, and then it all breaks down.
What you're counting on in cover 2 is that the safeties will stay in at the hash. The 2 deep guys in the center are going to be occupied by the safeties, and one of the corners will get a little sloppy and not get a good release.
Beautiful pass right there.
And unfortunately, the sack yardage hurt them where they couldn't get there, and it's going to be 4th down.
Bounce on the play by number 3, Graymont. Brings up 4th and 4.
I got 5 on there, folks.
Ray Gomez back to receive.
Now this is where Ray's got an opportunity here, and I'm bringing it back for some great yardage for the Comets. Gonna let it bounce.
Yeah, we used to always joke that, like 1 or 2 schools that when I coached, everybody always uses Peter, for get away from the ball. It's, right? I don't know why, but somebody started that years ago, and everywhere I've ever been, it's always been that. But 1 or 2 times a year, we'd hear somebody use a different call, and you'd think, what? Oh, that's their Peter. Don't touch it.
19 seconds in the first quarter here, folks. If you're listening online, don't forget you can text us at 419-514-1302 and just say hi. Let us know where you're listening to the game from tonight. We've got some people down in Willoughby, Ohio. I know they're listening, and 19 seconds left on this one.
Probably the last play of the first quarter.
He wound up getting some out of that.
He found a patch of loose turf on that cutback.
I think you're right. And I think that's going to be our final play of this quarter as we get ready to start the second quarter, folks. Got a couple of commercials. Thank you for watching. 10-0, Genoa on top. We'll be back right after this.
The best in car stereo equipment.
This is the place to discover what's hot. The best in car stereo, that's what we've got. The hottest name brand, the hottest sound. We make the best deals around.
TAS, Toledo's car audio, car starter, and window tinting experts.
TAS Electronics. TAS Electronics. It's hot.
And we welcome you back. Started the second quarter here. Mike Jameson along with Marty Bin, and Genoa on top on this one, 10-0. And so far we've been able to see a lot of spark out of Gomez, a lot of spark out of a lot of the backfield here with Genoa right now.
Well, they've run the ball well, and they got that break on the turnover and basically controlled the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 9 here. Didn't get much out of that.
Ray Gomez, the ball carrier, short gain on the play.
After a tough start to the season, you got to be happy to get out 10-0 and get that early lead and take some of the pressure off.
Oh, amen. I mean, they played, Huron. They played Columbus Reedy. They played Oak Harbor, who Oak Harbor is just like almost a NFL team. They're playing real well so far.
We're going to go too wide here.
3rd and about 7. Stoner's going to throw it. Oh, he's got him. He's got him.
Got him long.
Ryland Stoner's pass is incomplete. Intended for number 28, Robert.
That's a tough throw when you throw it late. If you're going to throw that one, you got to kind of throw it as he comes open, not wait until after.
I think in that, at the point he threw that, the receiver had kind of committed to, okay, he ain't throwing it to me, kind of that portion of the route. It looked like he slowed down.
So when we used to coach receivers, we would always teach them, tough snap
be
over
trouble.
his head. But they weren't sending anybody, so they had
He still got that off.
again, great heady play. Both punters have made heady plays in this game. But Elmwood wasn't sending everybody. They had the return on, and they weren't sending anybody in. Had they had somebody coming, it would have been there. I would guess that's a sideline warning. Or unsportsmanlike. I'm trying to think what see what he's signaling here. I think it's on the Genoa side, or the the Elmwood sideline.
They're holding everything.
That's where you need the Jeopardy music.
I don't have the rights to the Jeopardy music. Oh, they need it out there.
I don't know. They play it everywhere else.
True. You ask up here.
It's like how many college games anymore don't play AC/DC's Hell's Bells on third downs. I don't know. I mean, if they're paying the rights fees, a bunch of Australian guys are real happy.
Okay, we're going to see what
ineligible man downfield. See, so that's going to happen a lot when you have a snap over somebody's head. You're going to have guys downfield that
normally wouldn't be.
Yeah, normally they'd be fine because you're going to time your release. You're going to basically have a count in your head and count, and you get to whatever your magic number is that your kicker gets the ball off, and you should be able to go without impunity. And
legal touch
when those things happen. So they're saying illegal touch. Interesting. Oh, so they call him for swatting it? Interesting call.
Once they hit it once, it's dead, right?
Yeah, he swatted at it a little bit, but I've not seen that called as a foul in that situation.
Special thanks to Mike DeStasio and DeStasio Pizza, who brought us a pizza, by the way. I got some pizza for you at halftime. You've never had DeStasio's, have you?
I have not. A little cross buck, and they sniffed it out perfect. Yeah.
Nothing.
Different look in the backfield there.
Ball carrier.
They've had 4 wide most of the game, then they go to a kind of a full backfield. Ran a little cross.
Second about 11. Lost one on that. Yeah, DeStasio's Pizza, you're going to love it. There's just something about it. And Mike's doing a wonderful job with the golf team here at Genoa, and they got a big tournament tomorrow. Oh, he's going long. He's got him wide open. Wow.
I think had he caught it, he'd been out of bounds. That ball tracked about a yard out of bounds by the time it got there.
Intended for Condon.
The defensive back down here has done a great job so far of keeping outside leverage. He's basically camped out there to force the receiver to not get a free release to the outside.
Yeah, I've watched Kramenecker over at Rossford all year, where he's just got that just ferocious arm and just can't get the kids to get to it. Oh, he threw that down.
Kyle has been a family friend since he was in kindergarten at Kateri Academy.
No kidding.
Oh yeah, coached him in baseball. He had the nastiest cutter a 12-year-old ever saw. In fact, one day a kid just dropped the bat and walked back to the dugout. Didn't even take the bat with him. He froze and just was like, I have no idea what the heck just happened to me.
Ray Gomez back to receive the punt.
Kyle threw a complete game at state against a young man once, and he threw 51 pitches, and the other kid threw 54. It was a 1-0 game. We managed to win. Took 54 minutes for a complete game. Elmwood back to punt again. Good kick.
Gomez might have a little room this time.
Good move. Good move.
Nice.
Oh, he's got some backside.
Corner.
Great cutback.
Oh, boy.
Now it's a foot race. What a tackle.
Ray Gomez on the return.
That's
play by number 30, Atty.
Yeah, we watched Gomez a lot last year in the tournament run. There is a flag. And maybe coming back.
Body language will usually tell you what the initial indication is, and the body language would be that's on Genoa.
Yeah, they're walking backwards. Yep. Holding.
Your call is holding against the Comets.
Yes.
Comets will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
Don't forget, folks, this game will air on CW 13.2, our home. We're back home. It's just very good to be able to do some football games in HD. It's the first year we've ever been able to do games in HD, and we've had a lot of people tell us they're very happy with what they're seeing. And our sponsors are happy, too, because we're getting a lot of people watching the games on YouTube. Stoner's going with it. Look at this.
Keeping the pads square,
First down.
moving the chains.
Exactly what you were talking about. Straight and narrow, right?
It's enough yardage for the Comets.
Nothing will
First
make a
down.
coach cringe than guys not running north and south.
Well, you think they're in the NFL or something, right? You know, it's just not yeah. I think they're
I'll
a
tell you what,
cowboy.
you're talking about the HD. You know, once you've gotten spoiled watching all the games in HD, if you try to go backwards,
I know.
it's very, very difficult. And so,
I know.
yeah, this quality is fantastic because you can see everything.
Yep. Even with our not $1 million equipment, it still looks good.
There's no comparison to the old stuff.
Justin
You have
Barlage,
about 3
ball
there.
carrier.
Barlage with the run right there, got about 3 or 4, and
Carried about a third of the Elmwood line with him.
He's pretty busy doing
Will Beckstein on the tackle.
it's just nice that we're able to do this. And I've made so many friends here in Genoa, and just great people. Rossford's wonderful. Lake Elmwood people even come up and say hi to us. We don't get a chance to get out there too much in Fostoria, but look at that. Look at him go. He is having an incredible night.
He's probably got 30 yards already after initial contact.
First down.
Very seldom is the first guy getting him on the ground. Broke a tackle in the backfield, had a little spin move to break a tackle in the hole, and then got another 5 yards.
Just a little less than 9 minutes left to go in this half, 8:56. Mike Jameson along with Marty Ben from Fairway Mortgage. And I'll tell you what, what we're seeing here right now is
What the doctor ordered.
yeah, this is what I want to see out of Genoa. And I'm glad we did this game tonight.
2 wide on first down again. And
Oh,
see,
they got him that time.
well, they went back to the well maybe one too many times. They've gone too wide, run 2 verts on this side to take the coverage with them, and he just kind of runs back behind the play, and they sniffed it out. Those are those in-game adjustments that coaches make. You know, fool me once.
And that's something, you're going to see a lot of that here tonight, especially with Elmwood, because let's face it, that kid can throw the ball. And they've got to figure out a way to utilize that if they want to win this ball game. And Genoa so far, their secondary, their defense has been really tough. They've had good defense, especially all night. Well, it's 2nd and 10. Gomez got about 3 on that.
Ray Gomez, the ball carrier. Gain of 3 on the play. Mason Oliver and Will Beckstein on the tackle.
Don't forget, tomorrow, 8 to 10, we'll be over at Heather Downs Country Club doing our whatever the hell you want to call that on Saturday morning. We haven't figured out a name for it yet.
Don't try to name it.
26 years.
You wouldn't want to define it.
I know. Oh, Stoner gets back.
Wide
Red's got
open in the
some
flat.
time.
Oh,
Throw the ball.
goodness.
Whoa.
You know, I don't ever like to say that, but there might be a bit of poetic justice there for the decision not to throw it out in the flat. He chose to run it, and he paid the consequences, because he's going to watch that on film tomorrow and think, I should have just flipped it out there. I wouldn't have got pounded like that, and we probably would have had a first down.
4th and 4
Down for the Comets.
on the 44.
And the wing who snuck out in the flat and was wide open is going to look at that at film and say, hey,
Why
come
didn't
on,
you throw
man.
it to me?
Come on,
Yeah.
please. I don't ask for a lot.
They
I
won't
do a
sit-
lot. I do a lot of
exactly.
work in the trenches for you. Occasionally flip me the ball.
Yep.
I've been in those meetings.
I'm not going to eat at the lunch table with you on Monday morning.
No, you don't ever tell the quarterback that. You ask nicely and then go back to blocking for him. Because
Andy on the return.
Kenny on the return there. 6:29 left to go here in the second quarter. 10-0.
Reed Stoner on the tackle.
Comets on top.
winning the field position battle again, though. Nice drive. Ran several minutes off the clock and put Elmwood deep in their territory. I think if you're Elmwood, you're going to have to make some adjustments to attack the middle of the field. Most of the vertical passing game has been on the outside, and it's just not been successful so far. They're going to have to hit some routes up the seams and change the defense.
Nothing's open there.
Well, yeah, but look here, though. The middle of the field's wide open in terms of
there it
coverage.
is.
Good tackle.
Fraley with it.
Fraley, the ball
Fraley
carrier.
with it.
Stop on the play by number 24, Ray Gomez.
Gomez is everywhere tonight. 2nd and 3.
Looking at my card here, Elmwood's a young team. Not a ton of seniors out there.
No.
When they determined, I watched.
Uh-oh, fumbled.
Low snap.
Yeah, they're going to get him.
Logston is sacked on the play by number 13, Ryland Stoner.
Well, now you got a decision to make. Do you let them air it out and risk a turnover at this end of the field, or do you run a conservative play, punt, and hope you can limit the damage? Because
to the Genoa Food Pantry.
this is a large risk-reward call here on 3rd and 13.
He's looking.
Got a guy in the seam. Oh,
Logston's pass, 10 for Endicott, falls incomplete.
nice touch on that ball. As you know, I coach wide receivers quite a bit and had a son who did it. And we always used to say, if you can get a hand on it, you just catch it. I don't want to hear anything else. You can get a hand on it, catch
There
it.
you go. There you go.
Addy back in formation for the Royals.
That came open late there in between the 2 levels of coverage. But Genoa should get the ball back in great field position. 5 minutes to go in the half and a chance to go down and get another score. Very fortunate bounce
Right
there.
into his hands. There's a flag.
A little laundry again. I think that's going to be a hold on Genoa again.
There is a flag on the play.
There was a
Penalties killed
sustained embrace.
him. Is that what that was?
Yes. I wouldn't say a warm embrace, but a
Ladies and
sustained
gentlemen,
embrace.
it's time to direct your attention down to the track to cheer on our Comets with the cheerleaders as they present the Comet Cheerleaders Cheer of the Week.
Penalty was holding on Genoa. And the cheerleaders are cheering right now. Moving it back a little bit here.
Penalty was against the Comets for holding.
You hope for the sake of the special teams that was not on the same player in back-to-back plays, because film tomorrow gets rough when that happens.
That's a rough Saturday morning, isn't it?
Yes. Although it's a lot better if you end up with the win.
1st and 10.
See, again, though, he gets an extra yard and a half after contact,
Yep.
Spins and falls forward.
Mason
Just a
Oliver
great job of running the ball.
Gain 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Special thanks going out to Nick Carpenter and Kristen and all the great people, and Glenn, all of them over at A Plus Home Improvement. 419-478-1542. They got we're starting our new Let's Fix Her Up show here in about 2 weeks at noon on Saturdays on CW, and I've got some great projects we're going to be doing with them. And you too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Boys. Nice. That's close to a first down.
He's out of the ball carrier.
I think they're gonna spot it with enough yardage for the first time. In fact, he signaled to move the chains.
Better?
Yes.
We should put that over here so I can see it a little bit too.
Casada on the run. I don't know that he's carried the ball before.
That was his first. That was his first carry.
That was, you know what that was? That was a reward carry for the quarterback not throwing to him in the flat the previous possession.
Is that who it was?
Coach looked at him and said, "We're going to get you the ball one way or the other, young man. You just keep doing your job." I don't know if you believe in this, but I believe officials have makeup calls, and I believe coaches,
I think you're right.
call plays for specific rewards.
Yeah, Barley's
Justin Barlich, the ball carrier.
got about one.
He runs the ball.
Heiserman on the tackle for the Royals.
2nd and 9. Heiserman for the Royals. 3:41 in the second. Game going fast tonight. 10-0. Genoa on top.
You really don't want to hurry here, though, on second
No,
and
you
long.
don't.
I mean, take your time, run the clock down, because you don't want to give the ball back with much time anyways.
Right. And
Especially with a dangerous quarterback.
24.
Oh, great
Romas.
Great
just
run.
getting right through it.
I think they're going to give him the spot for the first day up. They're moving the chains.
It's enough yardage for Comet. First down.
He certainly has been able to do what he needed to do, and we got a timeout. 10-0 is
Elmwood
our.
on the timeout. I think their defense is just a little tired, and coach is trying to get them a little breather. I like that call.
There we go. We'll be right back right here on the Toledo Sports Network.
We're the people at Nika, people with the right connections.
When it comes to electrical work, you want to make sure it's done right the first time. Nika contractors employ the most highly trained and reliable workforce in the industry, which means quality and safety. We can help you get the job done on time and on budget, the right connection you need.
We're the people at Nika, people with the right connections.
Kids are killing for
RSVP to Mike Van, your home at
10-0 right now. Genoa on top.
4-2.
Coming to the 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here till a halftime. Marty Ben, Fairway Mortgage, helping me out here on Boy Knows His Stuff. Except he's a Dallas fan, so. Hey, you're having a hell of a year so far.
And the Dolphins.
Don't
on
even
Sunday.
go there.
The Dolphins. I am going there. 3-0.
I hear
3-0 and a 20-point favorite.
Yeah,
You lose that game, and well, you've got to do some soul searching. 'Cause that's not how you win championships.
Well, you know, the Dolphins are planning for what, 2027 or something? Something like that.
I don't think they know at this point. Amassing draft picks. Oh, inside hand, a great
look at this.
quick hitter. Bad square again, right down to the goal. I think he's just short, just short.
Beautiful run.
1 yard line by Condon.
Just a quick hitter. He
There'll be
was
enough yardage for Comet. First down.
great block at the point of attack. I could not make out the number from up here. That young man made a nice hole. It is.
Wow, that didn't take long, huh?
No.
Ryland Stoner with the Genoa Bank. Touchdown. Thank you, Genoa Bank, for sponsoring this Genoa Comet touchdown with a donation to our Genoa Athletic
How
Group.
about that? Marty Sutter's going to be writing a check tonight, boy. So far, they're doing Genoa's. They're doing well.
I think he's happy to write those checks.
Sure, I know
I
he
really
is.
believe he is.
I know he is.
With a smile.
Uh-oh. Didn't get that one.
Kick is
They had
so
some
good.
problems with the hold there. That
Yep,
throws
yeah,
the
it did
timing
look-
off and
right.
everything gets discombobulated. That's one of my favorite words.
Discombobulated.
Yes.
16-0 is our score right now. We've got 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. We'll be right back with more right here on the
3:01
Toledo
left in the
Sports
second
Network.
quarter.
Blackberry Corner on the corner of 579 and Elliston Road is a proud sponsor of Genoa football. It has the best burgers, chicken, and pizza. You know the pizza. Everyone knows the pizza. Blackberry Corner also has charbroiled pork ribs and Jim's famous chicken dinners. Whether it's appetizers, pizza, or a full dinner, the great folks at Blackberry Corner can help fill you up and save you money. Stop out to Blackberry Corners on the corner of State Route 579 and Elliston Road for a meal or just a snack.
Comets, number 21, Sam Witt.
16-0. So far, Genoa's looking pretty good.
Condon on the
Turn out to the
return.
35, a little better field position, and gives you a little more comfort opening up the attack here. I mean, you've got to find some positive yardage and get down. And if you're Elmwood, you'd love to get a score before the half to get a little momentum heading into the locker room.
Number 4, Gus Trainer. And number 12, Mason Drummond on the tackle.
Be interested to see if they work the middle of the field now. They've had not much success on the outside routes, and I really think they've got to get something up the seam.
On the couple of little sustained runs that they had, they were able to run it, up the middle and make some things happen. And they got him again.
Going free.
Wow.
Daniel Baker.
Wow.
On the sack. Thank
Baker
you.
with the
Thank you,
sack
Lincoln Church
and,
in Williston for donating $25.
That delayed guy coming through, and they just cannot stop him.
Well, that's a loss of 13. That's just tough. You know, now you're 2nd and 23. I assure you, I never had plays for that. I don't have a call for 2nd and 23.
Yeah, it's going. He's showing that arm, and he's got him.
That's excellent coverage, though. I mean, he's challenging his receiver to make a play, but there was great coverage on that. It really wasn't open.
Well, and he's staying on the inside of him too, which means there's only one way he's going to get that ball, and that's over his head on the out of bounds side. So,
see again, they continue to work those outside routes, and I mean, I really think if they're going to change the direction of this game, they're going to have to work the middle of the field.
well, if you look at it, that's just showing just how well Genoa's defense has been able to go.
Yeah, really, there was one ball in that first possession where they got behind the corner, and since then they just haven't allowed anybody to get over the top. Yeah, I mean, that was a touchdown that got through somebody's hands, but ever since then they've done a really good job of not allowing anything over the top. Now Genoa's going to call timeout and try and get another score before the half.
There you go, 4th and 21. We'll be right back.
Hi there, I'm Nick with A+ Building Maintenance, your Toledo handyman. Do you need home repairs done? Not sure who to call? Here at A+, we install everything from light bulbs to roofing. We're fully licensed and insured to protect you. We're also a proud member of the BBB. Please visit us online at ToledoHandyman.com. There you can see many before and after photos along with other customer testimonials and ask your own home repair question. Any job big or small, A+ Building Maintenance, 419-478-1542.
Beginning at 1 p.m.
Welcome back here to Genoa High School, 16-0 right now.
Addy back to punt for the Royals.
The Royals just have not been able to find it. They got the long ball. That kid can throw the ball so well. It's just not, the receivers just haven't been able to get under it. And punt.
Very returnable ball here.
Gomez again.
Way to come up and get it. Oof.
Ray Gomez on the return.
You'll remember that one. Great hit on that. And it's great to see more young football players, attacking the game with the heads up.
Sure.
Hit them with the face mask forward and not the crown of the helmet. I'd love to see
High
that.
school cross country runners.
I happen to still love physical. Love physical but safe football.
Right.
Middle school runners will start at 9 with the high school.
Yeah, you've got a lot of parents now that are trying to turn their kids away from football, and I don't think that's it.
I believe when it's played right, it's a very safe game.
Exactly.
It starts at the Pee Wee level coaching. 20 years ago when I started coaching Pee Wee, they were still doing bull in the ring every Thursday at practice. It just would drive you crazy. It's like, first of all, kids get hurt, and second of all, what a great run.
Stoner.
Rylan Stoner, the ball carrier.
It was a touchdown-saving tackle there.
First down.
That's second or third time that's happened, too.
Endicott on the tackle for the Royals.
I tell you, our camera guys are doing a wonderful job. Rich Stewart and Jay Williams. Wonderful job as always. I say that way I don't have to pay him as much.
Oh, is that how? Hey, you guys are fantastic. I've seen Mike's budget. You guys are doing an excellent job.
My budget, yeah.
Stoner on the carry again.
But you know what? I had somebody come up to me. I won't mention his name, but he's very, very big in sports on the TV circuit here in Toledo. And he said to me, he goes, J-Mo, even if you make $1, you are the envy of every single sports broadcast person around here because it's your baby. You got good feet. You do what you guys want. You got your guys in there. Just really good stuff, and we'll just stay here now. So, it's been really fun. It's our 13th season of football right now, and we've seen a lot of stuff. It's we've got NFL people playing in the NFL that we've seen. Michael Dieters playing for my Dolphins. He'll be all right, though.
Yes,
he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
It's better to be on a roster than not.
This is true. This is true.
I'm watching Dan Novotny here, out trying to help. And boy, it's just nothing more frustrating to be not able to be out there with your teammates for your senior year.
A little indication of what that patella injury is. You know all about that kind of stuff.
Well, so I don't know his specific injury, but
It was
the patella tendon?
Yeah, it
Oh, yeah.
detached.
Yeah, that's one of the tougher ones. And was it the detached patella or the tendon itself? Because the patella tendon one is very, very long on the recovery.
Oh, he got it? Was he inbound? They're giving it to him.
Stoner's pass complete to number 24.
Not enough for first down yards, but at this point in the game, I'm not sure that matters. Just moving the chains.
Right.
And he got out of bounds to
Stop
the
clock.
clock. Yeah. Not have to burn that last time out. And when you've got the toe back there, every yard's going to help.
I love that. The toe.
We were watching warm-ups, and anything from 40. So right now it's about a 38-yarder. Anything inside of 40, he was nailing. Between 40 and 45 was kind of the decision time.
Right,
so I think right now a few positive yards, and you're in his range.
Oh, beautiful.
A little trap in there.
That's a first down.
Ball carrier. It's enough yardage for a common. First down.
When you're a guard and you're up in a game like this and you're running the ball right straight at people, there's just nothing better than a trap, and you just get to just lather it up and get after somebody.
Hey, when you got the green light and your coaches are running that play and they have no way to stop that, they've been able to get at least 3 to 5 yards every time that happens.
Huddle and going a little faster here. Good to see the pace. It's a good decision. Don't take the negative play back there and go out of bounds with a loss on the play.
Brings up second 10.
I still like that backside flat call at some point in time, because that was another flood route at all 3 levels, and there's just nobody on the backside of this.
Maybe they're kind of holding that to the second half. That'll be second half.
Well, it could be for another game.
Right.
Don't show anybody that when you're up in a game and don't need to play your hand.
Second and about 10.
Twins left, single back in the backfield. Real quick hitter to Bartlage. And again, he just keeps the pad square and driving.
51 seconds. Clock is running. Second quarter.
Burn that last time out.
Break that timeout.
On third down.
Timeout comments.
We're going to take this one. We'll be right back.
Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music would like to talk to you about your entertainment needs for your upcoming wedding or special event. For over 25 years, Mike has made wonderful memories, one event at a time. Professional sound and lighting and video for your special event. Call us today for an affordable package for your special day. 419-514-1302. Jameson's Mobile Music and Video.
Zombie wedding with Jameson's Mobile Music. Don't forget, you got Halloween coming up.
So this is where you're talking to your quarterback and you're saying, okay, I'm going to give you one more snap here, young man, but you can't take a negative play. And by the way, anybody gets a holding call and you're going to run laps till you remember not to do that in these situations.
So you're telling us what really happens.
I'm telling you, I've been in many of those huddles, and what you're doing is saying, guys, we're going to let you snap the ball here and take a shot at this, but there are certain things that if you do it, it's going to go very badly in the morning.
Third and about what, 6?
Bartlage alone in the backfield. There's that sneak out. There it is. Oh, and they sniffed it out. Oh, goodness. I'm not sure that couldn't have drawn laundry there for grounding, but we'll trust the official's judgment. It got back to the line. Interestingly, the Elmwood coaching staff must have seen the same thing I did, because they snuck him out there, and it was covered.
Yeah. Well, that's like you say. That's a fast pass. You got to get that there quick.
Well, no, that's a late develop, because they ran the flood to the short side of the field so many times. They snuck the wing out there on the outside late, and the toe, one of our 2 left-footed kickers in the game.
Oh, that's absolutely perfect. Right down the center.
Great recovery on the hold on that.
36 seconds left.
30-yarder and perfect.
Your comments. 19. The Royals 0.
Good stuff, folks. We'll be right back.
At Maumee Bay Turf Center, we're on your team.
providing quality stadium surfaces for area high school stadiums, and the preferred product of the NFL and supplier to the last 4 Super Bowls and the NFL Hall of Fame. Your sports field construction specialist, and a proud sponsor of high school sports in Northwestern Ohio.
Condit and Duval back to receive the kick.
36 seconds left in the half. 19-0. Comets on top. Marty, so far Comets have basically been able to do whatever they want.
They've controlled line of scrimmage, they've won the field position battle, and they finished some drives. And it's a great way to right the ship and get the league season started off on a positive note. Oof.
Condit on the return. Stop made by number 51.
That is a appropriately fired up young man after a hit like that. That's great to see.
You get your 50-50 tickets out. I have your winning number. The number is 8415142. Once again, your winning number 8415142.
First and 10.
They'll cover 3 and they run a.
Fraley, the ball carrier.
I call that the capitulation handoff for the halftime. You said, you know what, we're not going to take any chances here.
Gallagher and Daniel Baker on the tackle.
Genoa was backing into a nice cover 3 and 2 guys down the flat and challenging him to make some of those seam throws. Now he's going to give it a shot. Yeah, if you're Genoa, you'll let him have that all day.
We're going to get one more play out of that. 4 seconds left.
It's enough yardage for an Elmwood first down.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure he's going to have enough time to even get a deeper ball down the field. He just hasn't had enough time to set up and throw any of those deep balls.
Right. He's got the arm. There's no doubt about that.
Well, your free safety's back here 21 yards off the line of scrimmage. And
penalty on the field to be a false start against
Little
the Royals.
movement. Little movement with the Royals right there. Second about, what, 15?
it's second and a half with 3 seconds to go. This will end the half one way or the other, I would guess, unless there's a defensive penalty.
This is the last year for him, so.
We're having a hard time seeing him.
That'll do it.
Logston's pass falls incomplete. And it brings us to the end of the second quarter with your halftime score. Your Comets, 19.
I'll tell you what, Marty, what we got to see so far tonight is Genoa playing with some confidence, and that's really been good. The Royals, they just haven't been able to figure out what they need to do to make things go here. So
they haven't been able to sustain drives. And
Not at all.
You know, it's tough when you're 3 or 4 snaps and a punt. It's tough to stay in a game when your offense can't get on track, and then your defense gets tired and games tend to get out of hand.
Exactly. We'll be right back, folks, with the third quarter right here on CW, on the CW network 13.2. We'll be right back. Graymont in Genoa, producers of Doclamide lime and hydrate, serving the community for over 90 years. The plant currently has 60 employees. The safety and development of these employees is a focus for your plant. Over 80% of our employees currently live within 11 miles of the plant. Graymont. For more information about this company, you can check us out on the web at www.graymont.com. And we're ready to start. See how I do it?
Sam the Toe-Wit.
Sam the Toe-Wit. I like that. That's his first short kick, too. He's been really blaring them out there.
Jameson, every time you say that, you owe me a 20.
He's putting them right there in the pocket. Well, he hasn't said it once. It's me that said it.
Oh, that's
we're
Marty.
We're currently on 0. There.
Marty's got more money than me, so go for 40.
All right. Excavating. Marty? Yeah, all right. Condon on the return.
I'm going to need to see the trademark before I ante up
Yeah. Keep your mouth shut, right?
Yeah. No, I think you've known me long enough to know that's not going to happen. 4 wide, the way they open the game. Single back in the backfield, and
Oh, there he goes.
Oh,
fumble! Wow, they lost most of it back.
Heads up play by the quarterback. It looked like a Super Bowl bouncing around there.
Yeah.
Recovered by Logston.
Looked like a shoulder pad right on the ball, and it came out aggressively, we'll say.
Yeah, that was an 8 or 9 yard run there, and they had to bring it back.
Oh, I think it would have been a first down, and it shot backwards quite a bit.
He's going to pass. Oh, that's his first real catch. I don't know if he got it or not.
Boy, I think the Elmwood bench will be frustrated with that spot. He had the. Oh, now he spots it short of the line and then tells him to move the chains.
Oh, they gave it to him.
That was an interesting set of work there by the side judge. He gave him a spot that looked to us to be short and then had to move the chains anyways. But I agree that it should have been a first down. He reached it across the line to gain.
Well, they're going to get a couple out of that.
Gain of about 4.5.
Number 21.
Oliver, the ball carrier.
That's Oliver, and we're gonna let the. Boy, it's really hard to see those numbers.
When you get to my advanced age and you have to have the reading glasses and then you look over them with the for the field view, it's a little tricky.
Yep.
Great job on
Second
a
and
snap
5.
there.
Nice catch. Yeah.
Now, see, I like this rhythm throwing where it's on time and get the ball out quick, keeps the defense from pinning his ears back, and it's going to soften up those linebackers coming firing in to help out. False start on the play.
Flags flying everywhere.
The right tackle got out a little early, I believe.
Yeah, it's going to bring it back. Special thanks to Ibew, of course, Local 8, helping us out each and every week for 13 years. UA50, the local pipe fitters, Maumee Bay Turf, and Arturos Pizza.
Four wide again. Cover 2 look for the Comets. A little too tall that time.
Not that time.
But the big receiver and just tried to throw it up where only he could get it. So now here's an interesting decision. They're going to go ahead and kick it. You know, around midfield.
Ray Gomez back to receive the punt. Atty back in punt formation for the Royals. This is very distinctive the way he stands.
Really had some good returns here for Gomez. Now they're keeping it away from him.
Yeah, they
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladieux.
They call that the hybrid Aussie style kick. That's kind of taken over college and starting to leak its way into the pros, that Aussie style kicking where they roll out and then hit it late, hit it low, and let it go. But there's guys netting now 50, 55 yards a kick in the college game on a regular basis. We were down for the Toledo game at Kentucky, and boy, that punter for Kentucky just flipped the field every single time.
Wow.
Early in that game. Incredible to watch.
You guys do a lot of sponsorship with the great folks over at the UT. And we got a flag. Oh, that's a quick timeout, and we're going to take that quick, too. We'll be right back here in third quarter. 9:51 left to go, 19-zip. Comets are on top of the Royals.
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladieux.
A hardware store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladieux is locally owned. You'll be glad to know Gladieux Home Center.
Quick timeout there, 1st and 10 here for the Comets.
That's usually a personnel issue.
Yeah.
Not the right guys on the field or too many.
Special thanks to Keith Healy and all the great people over at Graymont Quarry who always come to bat for us and make sure that we can get these games on for you. Thank you. Keith? I want to get over there. I want to get over there with my drone when they explode one of those walls to get all that granite. I want my drone right there when it's going. I can't wait to see something like that.
I don't have any idea. That just sounds terrifying.
Oh, Graymont Quarry right over here. You know, yeah, but it's not that I'd be driving it like inside of it.
I don't want to be anywhere around when they're blowing things up.
It's cool.
I don't know.
Very cool.
Assured clear distance comes to mind. Full house backfield.
We got a flag. That's going to be movement.
False start again.
False start against the Comets.
We were over there 4 or 5 years ago, and the footage that you see in our commercial that we do with Graymont, I had cameras all lined up, and it was all like a tactical strike. You know, I mean, the things that you had to do, and it was incredible watching them guys work. And they've done a lot for this community, and that's just so cool to watch.
I must have missed something here.
I think it's probably 10 again, right?
What did they? Something
behind the chains now, but third and about 11, deep in your own end with a 19-point lead. I'd like to think you're
Radish on the stop.
gonna run the ball.
Is this one of them times when you use play A, B, and C, and that's it? I mean, it seems to be working tonight. I mean, not in this series, but
you're going to have to convince me that they're actually going to pass the ball here. That's all I'm going to say. This may be a conservative play call, and then put it
movement again.
Put it on the foot of the toe to get you out of your own side.
Yeah, put it on toe.
If I said that twice, is that 40, 20 apiece to the
procedure against the Comets.
To the home PA announcer who's coined the phrase apparently.
Yeah, you owe him a lot of money.
Yeah, it's going to be a very expensive night coming out here to help out.
Well, we have got to talk about Fairway Mortgage, and you'd like to branch out to this area. You can help people out in Genoa if they need mortgage help, right?
I had a closing today just up on Route 51, right by Bradner.
Oh, fantastic.
A good friend of mine bought a new house, and he got a pole barn that all of us who are his friends intend to fill with stuff because he's used our extra space for some time. So
gotcha.
I see boats and campers. And
it's that big, huh?
Oh, it's like 4 or 5 of us have plans for all kinds of his space. I like that play call there. Don't get cute. Don't get creative. You know,
let the toe do it.
Well, your defense has done a fantastic job all night. Let's not put them behind and make a mistake in your own end of the field. Shorter kick this time.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Getting plenty of hang time. That one just hung up a little bit on him.
Bryant with the catch there, and
Royals take over at the Genoa 48-yard line.
Well, they were able to move the ball in this last series. 7:20 left to go here in the third quarter. 19-zip is our score. Let's see what happens here, you know.
Yeah, Connor Lawson just has not been able to get a steady rhythm. And
he's thrown the living heck out of the ball, though, too, you know. His arm's got to be sore from throwing it so much. Now he's going to run. Uh-oh, and he got loose.
Broke a tackle, and nice little chip block from his receiver downfield. In fact,
looks like Gomez might have got him.
If again, when you watch that film tomorrow, you'd like your other receivers to stay engaged on somebody till the whistle blows.
Stop on the play by number 16.
But a nice gain there and open things up a little bit. Stack to the boundary. Nice little swing pass and
nice.
Again, straight up the field and good blocking out there at the point of attack by the other 2 receivers.
That was Condon right there, and now boy, they're moving it quick now.
11, AJ Rubies. It's enough yardage for a Royal first down.
Player down on the field, so
timeout for injury on the field.
Staff's going to come out and take a look.
We'll be right back.
Graymont in Genoa, producers of Doclamide lime and hydrate, serving the community for over 90 years. The plant currently has 60 employees. The safety and development of these employees is a focus for your plant. Over 80% of our employees currently live within 11 miles of the plant. Graymont. For more information about this company, you can check us out on the web at www.graymont.com.
Cleaning your gutters can be dangerous. Take it from Marty.
For 30 years, I've been climbing up that ladder, cleaning out those gutters. One time, I leaned the ladder up there, and the feet were on the deck. The deck was a little wet. Next thing I know, the ladder kicks out, and I'm hanging by the gutter, and I start yelling for help. After that occurrence, I called Gutter Helmet.
Call Gutter Helmet for an estimate. 419-475-0000. Get Gutter Helmet today, and you'll never clean your gutters again.
Keeping you out of the gutter with a gutter helmet.
If you're looking for fantastic Italian food along with old world hospitality and family traditions, DeStasio's is your place. Located in Elmwood, Ohio, Coach Mike DeStasio and his family have become a fast favorite with pizza, lasagna, and other great old world Italian dishes. Stop out today or call them at 419-862-0404. DeStasio's, 351 Rice Street in Elmwood, Ohio.
Trying to get a shot to get back in this.
1st and 10 for the Royals.
Too wide to the right, and man coverage out here. There's a
wow, there's 3 flags.
It looks like a laundromat out there. It does. There is laundry everywhere. Or one of my teenagers' bedroom floors. It looks like one of those two things with stuff thrown everywhere.
Yeah, I know all about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I do.
I don't know if there's an official with a flag left in his pocket. I think probably holding in, pass interference, or face guarding.
You got holding against the defense and pass interference against the defense.
The result of the play in either case will be a first down. Should be 1st and goal here. Huh. Decline the holding penalty and take the pass interference.
I think so. He's on the 9.
Handoff inside,
Fumble.
and the ball's out
Genoa's
again,
got it.
and I think Genoa's signaling like they have it. Oh, boy, if you're Elmwood, what a heartbreaker to drive all the way down and come away empty.
28.
Wow.
Fumble was recovered by number 28, Robert Messenger.
Messenger just was able to get right in there and just lock horns, and ball just popped out.
Well, they were fortunate on the first fumble on that drive. It bounced right back, and the quarterback was able to cover it up. But not that time.
Yeah, they've had that's probably their 3rd fumble. 2 of them they did get back.
2 on that drive. Yeah. The second one cost them the possession and took some points essentially off the board.
Didn't go anywhere that time.
I think Gomez lost a yard or 2.
Lost in the play by a host of Royal defensive linemen.
Again, they'll keep the clock moving. You know, you've got a 3-score lead, and you're at the midpoint, essentially, of the 3rd quarter with probably won't snap the ball till below 6 minutes in the game, or in the quarter, excuse me.
Yeah, you want to use. You're at 6:09 right now. This quarter is flying by. 19 zip.
Toss sweep.
Wow.
Ray Gomez, the ball carrier.
Some positive yards there. And again, you know, cut the ball and get up north and south. Keep the clock moving.
Old school football right here.
Oh, that's been a staple out here in the Genoa zip code for quite some time.
Genoa, Eastwood, both these teams have won a lot of football games with some serious corn-fed beef in the background, you know. 3rd down and about 6. Now he's going to pass. Stoner's got some time, and he's going long.
Get there.
Threw it down. Oh, goodness, what a throw. I don't know if you can throw it better, and just timing kind of off.
55-yard pass right there.
The receiver slowed up just a bit. I think he didn't think his quarterback could get it down there. If he'd have kept going, I think he'd have run right underneath that one.
Fourth down, back receive for the Royals. Ball and Addy.
You know, one of the harder things to teach young receivers when they look up, not to change their route, not to look in. You know, guys look up and to the right, and it's amazing. They start drifting off the routes to the right, and then they'll complain the quarterback threw it behind them a little bit and think, no, you actually got off where your line.
Sam got a nice punt right there.
I think that's the first returnable punt they've had tonight, though. The first time they've gotten anything other than just catch it and get tackled.
Play by number 5, Antonio Cusada.
Elmwood's defense did a job there, got him back the ball on the plus side of the field. See if they can convert this drive into some points.
1st and 10 for the Royals.
Right at the 40.
Elmwood will take over at the Comet 40-yard line.
See what they can do here.
Back to a cover 2 look for the Comets here.
Yeah, I think they're messing around a little bit there. And
a little misdirection there. Bring the receiver in motion and then run the back to the backside in the vacated spot there.
7-yard gain.
By number 13,
That's a good play design on that play.
By number 16, Reed Stoner.
They're still in that hurry up.
Well, again, you're down 3 scores. You really got to have a sense of urgency.
And he's got the arm. They're going to get him again. Oh, he got it off.
Well, he made a really good decision there when he got it. You know, he made the first guy miss and then decided to.
He was going to try again.
Well, live to play another down because there was nothing good going to happen in that play unless he chucked it out of bounds. And again, you keep a manageable 3rd down now. You get 3rd and 4. He takes the sack, and that's a tough conversion.
He's going to run it.
I think that was the design.
I think he got it.
You've got to believe this is 4-down territory, or you wouldn't have called that because that was a design quarterback draw.
4th and 1.
That was not a read.
Stop on the play by number 57.
You a fan of the RPOs?
Number 52, Daniel.
Where you don't block downfield and the quarterback's got the choice to run or throw? I love them. It's come a long way in the last 15 years, and it seems to be everywhere now, and I absolutely love it.
Oh, what?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, he's going to get it. I really don't know what we just saw there, Marty. Please explain that.
We saw what either looked like a miscommunication or a design play with a fake, and then an absolute, oh my goodness, your buddies are going to make fun of you in the morning at film on the tackle.
Exactly.
I don't know how you explain that one other than...
Hey, it's 1st down.
Yes. But a great job by the quarterback of keeping going. Go out to his right here. Oof.
That's intercepted.
I think that bounced. Yeah, it looked like it hit the ground.
Logson's pass falls incomplete.
Yeah.
Throw the flag. We will replay.
I believe our high-definition camera shows that took a little hop skip before it got to the hands.
The Genoa faithful want the Toledo Sports Network, or better known as the Genoa Sports Network. That's what we're known in the league.
They wanted to throw the replay flag out there?
They want the replay flag from us.
Ask the replay official. We need that Jeopardy music again, but you said that's not in the budget.
Timeout, Elmwood.
Marty will pay for it.
Yeah. Trust me, he's paid for enough. We'll be right back.
From the kitchens of Italy to you, Arturos Pizza Kitchen is the home of authentic Italian food. As one of the oldest independently owned pizzerias in Toledo, Arturos Pizza Kitchen has been serving since 1988. With pizza, salads, award-winning subs, chicken chunks and wings, Mom's own lasagna recipe, and our famous cheese sticks, we have it all. Never frozen, always homemade. Arturos Pizza Kitchen. Hungry? Call Arturos, 419-698-1641.
Art Piscara with Arturos Pizza helping us out. Art and I have been friends almost as long as you and I have. It was high school. Came over from Italy. Went to high school with him. We sat in at Cardinal Stritch. He was right behind me in Mr. Reynolds' architecture class, and we built some interesting things in architecture class. The good old days, yeah.
I'm distracted now because I'm trying to think of the goofy stuff you might have drawn in architecture class. I'm going to need to see some evidence of what that looked like.
I wish I still had it. I really do.
Don't take the brown acid comes to mind. That's all I'm going to say.
I just thought that I would have the cool. I would be Mike Brady, you know. They're down with a lot. That was not. Should not have been in the playbook, probably.
Stop on the play by number 60, Gage Gallagher.
Mixing it up a little bit. Sometimes you got to keep the defense honest, otherwise they'll pin that quarterback's ears back. Send the house.
19 to zip.
2 receivers wide, 2 left.
Let's see what happens here.
Ball right in the middle of the field.
He's got him that time. And that's.
What an interesting.
Who caught that?
They're saying it hit the ground. The side judge there came up and pronounced that no one caught it.
Yeah,
it was bouncing around for a bit.
Genoa had that well covered low like that. If he'd have had a little more on that pass.
Well, I think Logston, he's going against his normal rollout way. His right-handed quarterback does a great job of getting his shoulder square, and at least put it where his guy's got a chance. I mean, there was really nobody open again.
And we've seen that a lot tonight, that's for sure. Genoa has been playing great defense, and
secondary's done a great job of shutting people down. 4th down here. This is false start. That'll make it 4th and 14.
Procedure calls against the Royals.
Making it
4th and 14. Again, you don't really have a play for this. You just got to hope something good happens.
Get it up there and do something with it, huh?
Yeah. Late wheel route. You're going to have a hold here.
He didn't get it.
No, I think you're going to decline the hold and take the ball. Yeah.
Holding against the Royals.
That'll be
Comets
declined.
will decline that and take over on downs.
Are you going to assume they'll keep this on the ground and just?
Elmwood fans lost phone
This is that moment where a young quarterback or a wide receiver come over and say, "Hey, let's take a shot," and you're going to look at him and say, "There's a reason I'm coaching. There's a reason you're playing. Please go out there and run the play I call, young man."
That's Gomez.
Gomez again.
He is just able.
And
to
the
move
other thing you're telling your backs at this point in time is, if I see you without 2 hands on the ball, we're going to have a stern conversation.
You're right.
There's no need to turn the ball over. You want to keep the clock moving. Get a couple of first downs of anything else. If you have to, you punt them deep in their territory and head into the 4th quarter with a 3-score lead.
Beckstein on the tackle.
And if you're Elmwood, at some point in time, you got to start sending the house to shut these runs down so you don't let them move the chains. And that's when you see the broken plays and the big hitters go where somebody takes one to the house.
What a first.
Barley's ball carrier.
That was just effort. Barley's made something out of nothing there. He got an extra 2.5, 3 yards at the end of that run. Just with a little twist and some leg drive and then just falling forward.
2:05. Clock starts running again on the first down.
As you well know, I'm on the Emmett Smith, not the Barry Sanders side of that argument. Fall forward and keep the chains moving.
There he goes.
There it is.
Another first down.
Boy, it'll be interesting. I think his knee's down. They're going to spot it just short.
Heiserman on the tackle.
Second and about a foot. Maybe the length of a football.
Number 30, Addy. 9-yard gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, you're fine with that. Just keep the clock moving.
If you can run the ball as well as they're running the ball tonight, then that's what you do.
You got a minute and 15 left in the
Look at that.
in the third quarter, and Bartlett again just right straight at.
Bartlett's the ball carrier. Tackled by Eddie on the play. Set up yardage for a Comet. First down.
This is gut check time on the Elmwood defense. This is where you got to reach down and find something. You get a little tired, you get a little frustrated, and you got to find a way to get a stop here and give your team a chance to get back in this a bit.
Ray again.
Ray Gomez.
Well, I'll tell you what, the
Just
guys
can't stop him.
Well, the guys up front are doing a fantastic job. Look, you with your multiple times decedent heart could have run through that hole and been fine.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to have to run another play.
No. They do not have to take another snap before the end of the quarter, and they're perfectly happy to let the clock wind down. And
They're going to agree the clock's going to run out at the same time.
End of the third quarter, 19-0. The Comets are on top of the Elmwood Royals. We'll have the fourth quarter when we come back right here on the Toledo Sports Network.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Want to take back control? A Generac home standby generator protects your home against power outages every second of every day, all year long, automatically, whether you're home or away. Control your power, control your life with a Generac home standby generator.
For a free estimate, call Schneider Sons Electric, 419-691-8284.
Well, you see by that scoreboard, 19 zip right now. 2nd down and 4. I must have that wrong, so you don't want to see my score. I'll take that down here. And the Comets have the ball. Marty Bin, what are you thinking?
They've been in control of this game, other than a couple moments here. They've controlled the line of scrimmage and squirts through and just doesn't feel like being tackled. I don't think I'll let you tackle me today.
First
19.
Getting some scores here in the third quarter. Lakes on top of the Rossford Bulldogs, 28-21. A little bit of a surprise there. But it's the Northern Buckeye Conference, and that's the way it goes.
Congratulations to Sam Beach, homecoming king tonight, and Kristen Pilo, homecoming queen. They announced that right before the game.
I never had the ability to be that. I was always the nerd that played trombone. But that's okay. I was a good trombone player.
I was going to say the only part of that bothers me is that you made the nerd part sound like it was past tense.
Thank you, Marty Bin.
I'm just trying to help. I'm just, keeping it
Fairway
real.
Mortgage. Go ahead.
Keeping it real up here.
Have Marty take care of your mortgage needs. Sit down, get a sandwich, go sit in his office, and you guys talk for about an hour. It's pretty interesting. Hey, it's interesting to sit and talk with you. I mean,
colorful.
You're a colorful gentleman.
Yes.
I can't wait for people to see on Let's Fix Her Up. We start in October, first weekend in October, Saturday at noon. We're going to see what you've done with your pool this year.
We added the splash zone for the dog. I told you this. When I come
look
back,
look at this.
Just
Gomez.
gashing.
I think he got it.
They're imposing their will. First and goal at this point.
First down.
Oh, they are giving it.
And they gave him the first down, and
Fraley on the tackle.
you just keep the clock running and stay on the plus side of the field. Yeah, when I come back, I'm going to be Dooley the dog, because I'm telling you, that is the life.
Your dog. Your dog. I
Yes.
mean, your dog is cool. I have a dog that's at odds with me right now. Doesn't like me very much.
Well,
he's a good dog. He's just he's a yelper. Not that one.
He's got an anchor on him.
They,
Justin Barlage, the ball carrier.
He tried.
I think every Elmwood defender was in on that tackle.
The water boy. A couple of kindergarten kids that came out there to grab the tee after.
Yeah. One's throwing the ball around and behind the bleachers here, came out there to try and get him on the ground.
Sure.
You got to give a lot of credit to that Genoa front, though. They have just created some. Look at the hole there again. Oh, what a play!
Gomez, the ball carrier, stopping the play by number 52, Carter.
Kate Carter blew that play up single-handedly, and there was a hole there big enough.
He was
that
ready
you
to go. Yeah,
you could drive a small vehicle through, and he shut it down.
3rd and goal right now for the Genoa Comets. Big thanks going out to Silvermoon Soda Grill over there on 795. It's my home away from home on the weekends. Got to try their 795 burger. Very good burger. It is a very good burger. Gomez again. Uh-oh, he's there now. Oh,
Get it,
coming back.
Yep, there's going to
Ray
be a hole.
Gomez to Genoa Bank. Touchdown.
That one.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, that one's coming back.
You get out there on the edge and you see the laundry come out, you know exactly what's going to happen.
You know, they were, I was listening to ESPN 106.5, The Ticket, by the way, station I like a little bit since they let me on every Saturday morning. They were talking about the amount of holding calls
in
the NFL this year. It's unbelievable.
Did you see Tom Brady came out and was talking about, you know,
crying about it.
Well, he was talking about quarterbacks being, you know, too protected again.
Yeah.
It's nice to see a quarterback finally say what we've all said. I mean, at some point in time, it's not football anymore.
Yep, exactly.
And I get it, your season can end. Well, that's just part of the game.
3rd and a lot.
It's got
Gomez
the edge.
going to get it again.
Oh, good cutback.
Oh, he's still going. Look at this. Oh.
Ray Gomez, ball carrier.
Well, it's 4th down. It was actually 3rd and 20.
Yeah.
Because that was the original first down marker. Or not the first down marker. That was the down marker on this side. Remember, it was 1st and goal.
Yep.
So
Sam's going to kick.
He's going to
17-27.
try and make it a 22-point lead.
27-yard field goal.
I won't call him by his nickname. I checked my wallet. I don't have any more cash. I can't use his nickname anymore.
Dave Truman's asking, should they employ a running?
He means running clock. Should they employ a running clock? No. Tell Dave the answer is no, because I have Dak and Amari Cooper in one fantasy league and Ezekiel Elliott in the other fantasy league. So the answer, Dave, no.
You heard it here, folks, and you'll hear a lot more of it tomorrow on 106.5 ESPN The Ticket. We'll be right back. Adler Transmissions and Brake Shop, 106 South Main, Walbridge, Ohio. Your automotive parts and accessories #1 store. Your first stop for quality transmission repair for over 25 years. Adler's Transmission and Brake Shop has been providing Walbridge and all of northwestern Ohio with quality service. Adler's Transmission and Brakes, 419-666-1010. Proud sponsor of high school sports in northwestern Ohio. I gotta be honest with you. Adler's Transmission, I gotta thank them more than I could ever imagine, fixing the transmissions in my trucks and doing some nice stuff for me. Mike Adler, you are the man. Thank you very much.
Counted on the return. Stop on the play by number 22, Charlie Cutler.
So I think you get to a point in it's decision time if you're Elmwood. Do you want to keep putting your starting quarterback out there and knowing that Genoa's going to come and pin your ears back if you try and fling it around, or do you want to, kind of shut this down and have everybody be healthy and get to the next game with a strategy? Because I think sometimes, not that you surrender, but you got to be intelligent when you're down.
And it's
this
not
far
like
with 8 minutes to go.
This year, it's not like it's a runaway like it was with Genoa last year. I mean, Eastwood's playing really good. But you know what? The Fostoria Eastwood game, 35-30 right now. Nice pass though, and he got hammered.
See, and I think again that's something they can build on. You know, as I was saying earlier in the game, in fact, a lot of the first half they really didn't work the middle of the field at all. Now you see a little quick slant and gets the ball out of the quarterback's hands and gets the chains moving. And that's been there most of the night. They just haven't been able to take advantage.
Second Stone Oak. It's a wonderful tournament, and would love to get some more people involved.
2nd and 12 here.
He's got time.
I like the rhythm, the ball out.
Did he catch that?
He did.
I was going to say he's lucky.
Well, you know, to me, that's where football has gotten better. It's more of a finesse game now. You know, you take that guy's head off like in the old days, and you're gonna draw a flag for, you know, defenseless receiver, and the receiver went up and made a play. And you know, I like that hit is out of the game.
You almost.
But I also like when you put a shoulder in his rib cage and, you know, try and make the ball come out. So there's a fine line there.
Ball carrier stopped on the play by number 22, Charlie Cutler.
22-0. 6:53 in this contest left to go. Fourth quarter.
It used to be as a receiver you had to do the old Deion Sanders business decision. You know, you had to decide, was that really worth the whooping you were going to take? Right out here in the flat.
Oh, he's got him.
Going for the home run. Now there was a little case Elliger. So that was the opposite of what we saw on the other side. I think there was some concern there about what might happen.
He might get hit
if he reached out aggressively.
I think he slowed down on that one because I think the quarterback had that timed out just quite nicely.
I think that ball was perfect. Again, a lot of young men, when they look up, their pace changes and their path changes, and it's just it's a thing you really got to break as a habit.
Here we go.
21.
Boy, that has just not.
They just haven't been able to do that.
Oliver, the ball carrier, stopped for a loss.
And just screaming down the line, closing that down. It's, you know, if there was a read option on that, that's clearly a pull for the quarterback. That's a keep, and they're not running it as a read, so that was a straight give, and the end closed it down. Again, on time.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds. That'll stop the clock at 6:06.
4 hitches. That may be my all-time least favorite pass route when you have quads in the game. 4 hitches. It's just not a thing I enjoy.
Hey, I got to tell you something right now. Mike DeStasio just texted me and he asked how the pizza was. That was your first DeStasio pizza. What'd you think?
It was absolutely fantastic.
There you go.
You know, you often represent how good things are, and you did not in this case. You were clinically accurate. It was delicious.
That's going to bring it down to the 2-yard line right there, and
although your choice of banana peppers is going to punish me on the way home.
No, those are good banana peppers.
I'm going to taste them.
I love those.
What I'm saying is I'm going to retaste them for several hours.
Up movement. What do we got here? What do we got?
It's timeout.
Timeout?
Yep, timeout Genoa. They got the timeout before the snap.
Yeah, we'll just stay right here, keeping an eye on time. Yeah, it's sweet sauce. You know, I like that sweet sauce.
Got to put a little brown sugar in the pizza sauce.
That might be giving away things there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, Mike does a real good job.
I have a very sensitive set of tastings.
Mike's doing a wonderful job with the Genoa golf team this year. I mean, they are just on fire, and they just are winning tournament after tournament after tournament. And props out to them. I know they're going. I think he said they were going down south tomorrow. He couldn't come in to do our show, and you're welcome anytime. You know, it's I like having Marty there, and Marty's outlook on life. And the Dallas Cowboys. See, I can't have you there with Truman because you both are Dallas Cowboy fans. What the heck would I be doing? Having 2 Cowboy fans on my show. Oh, dear God.
Well, we should both be on there the week you play the Dolphins.
Oh, that's just... I am kind of a San Francisco fan now.
No comment.
Oh, it's intercepted.
Oh, goodness.
Guess where he's going. If he can run.
They're going to hawk him down. But
wow. Wow.
Stoner on the interception.
Boy, if you're the Genoa coach, you got to feel really good about that timeout and
Yeah.
get the interception coming out of the timeout and preserve the shutout here at
I would say at this
Genoa
point,
Volunteer Stadium.
that's just about going to do it because, and that was just a beautiful read for Stoner. He saw that the whole way, waited, and boom, and he walked right into the lane. Beautiful, beautiful.
Well, and at this point in time, you're going to probably run another 2.5 minutes off the clock, even if you go 3 and out. And
Yep.
I mean, Elmwood's got to start making decisions whether to burn their timeouts, but I think it's academic at this point.
Well, it's just nice to, a lot of people in the Genoa community were a little kind of miffed the first couple of games and how things were going.
We'll say frustrated.
Frustrated. There, yeah.
Yes.
Miffed isn't a good word, I guess. And this is nice to see everybody on that team doing their job, and just a wonderful, wonderful thing for the.
Well, if Mr. Bartlett is not sore in the morning, he has my utmost in admiration because he has run hard and taken a lot of hits in the holes, in where backs do a lot of dirty work.
I know a lot of great people here that live in Genoa and been to a lot of the houses for parties and things and everything, and I always see hot tubs in a lot of the backyards. Now I know why. Most of their kids, they'll probably just sit in that thing all night tonight.
Bartlett's on a carry again.
Nothing this time.
Tackled by everyone between the tackles on the Elmwood defense. Again, 2 hands on the ball. Don't turn it over here and keep the clock moving.
3rd and 10.
I think we're officially in small talk time at this Friday night.
Yeah, kind of. Still haven't had you out on the boat this year. You were kind of one of the reasons I got back into boating and everything.
Don't blame me.
Your mom has helped put the beautiful lighthouse together out there on the.
Now I'm not going to tell her that you said she was old enough that she helped put it together. She's just maintaining it. So I don't know what you were trying to say. Yes, but I can't participate in your line of thinking there.
Your poor mom's believed in me for so many years. Got another timeout here right now. 4:20 left to go, and 22-0.
I can get you in trouble from any angle.
Exactly.
Yes.
Did they ever get that telemetry system in there that they were going to put in? Remember?
What is the telemetry system?
Well,
I don't even know what that is.
So basically, they know what is going on out there with
yeah, they've got some cameras up now. Yes,
and they all solar powered or something. It was just beyond. I mean, she wanted me to do it. There was no way.
Well, the goal is to get bidding out yet this fall and start right away in the spring on the first floor and get the new windows in and so on. So they've got quite a bit of funding now and to get that project rolling. I can't wait to spend my first night out there.
Are they going to build a dock system then?
You're asking the wrong person.
22-0 is our score right now. 4:23.
4th down. You're going to punt them deep and play some more defense.
The toe.
St. Francis Knights up 39-7 on Fremont Ross. Coach Chipka turning that program around in a couple years, and great to see. I was there for some pretty lean years.
Yeah, your son took quite a monstrous hit one night.
He took a helmet to the knee, picked one off about the 30-yard line, returned it to 25 yards, and took a button on the knee, and partially tore the ACL and tore his meniscus, and then 2 plays later flipped it all the way, and then was too much of a knucklehead to come out, so he had a block on the touchdown, and then the piece of meniscus bucket flipped in there and locked up the joint, and his high school career was done. It happens.
Yep. Good kid.
Sometimes. He's like his, the problem with Adam is he's like his father.
Oh,
and that's
poor kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor kid.
Yes. Stop with a play by number 24, Ray Gomez.
Ray Gomez with the stop there for the Comets. Next week we got a lot of volleyball for you, and we also are going to be heading down. Eastwood's going to be taking on Otsego. Should be a great game, and we'll be down at Otsego for that. That's going to be a first down for the Royals. I think they've only had like maybe 5, maybe 6 first downs tonight.
I think it's closer to 10 now. They moved the chain. They've had a couple drives. And
that's
some
the last 2.
You know,
You're right.
They had a fumble down inside the 5 and then an interception. They've come away empty twice, so this is a different looking football game.
Lake now on top of Rossford, 35-21. Fumbled out of bounds, but I think that one was out of bounds. Hey, I really had a good time with you tonight. You're more than welcome to come in and, you know, and I know you've got a lot of St. Francis stuff you got to do, and you do a lot of stuff at the University of Toledo. Not to mention, I mean, how many a week mortgages are you working on roughly a week? I mean, you're nuts in that.
We're going to set a record locally here in September. We're going to close about $7.5 million in new business, and like today we had great break
pick.
on. What a break on the ball! That is absolutely a fantastic break on the ball.
Ray Gomez on the interception.
Ray got it, and
Ray has been all over the field tonight. He had that block of the punt early in the game. He's run the ball well. Had a big cutback for a big play, and now an interception.
I think Ray took that football literally between the right in and knocked his breath out. You could feel that ball hitting his sternum when he caught it up here.
Yes. That's one of those ones that doesn't feel bad though. You know, if you drop it, it hurts a whole lot worse than if you catch it. Yes,
it really
doesn't feel near as bad when it sticks.
That depends on whether you're going to use just some Vaseline on it or a little Bengay. You just don't know. Or whatever what's that red stuff we used to use? You know what I'm talking? And it burns so bad.
Betadine?
No. It was in the big white things. All of the trainers have it.
I wrestled, and all I ever knew is, the only red stuff was betadine, because after you go to get in the shower, they'd squirt it all over you to get the mat rot off of you.
No, this isn't like a white thing, and when you put it was like putting pure cayenne pepper on a sore muscle, and it burned. I still got a bunch of it. I use it when I played basketball, and then they'd get mad at me when I play old man basketball because I had it all over me, and they'd get it in their eye. Luke Murphy hated me for that.
Your doctor knows that you're not allowed to play old man basketball anymore.
I haven't played old man basketball since that fateful night at Cardinal Stretch. 2:41 left in this contest. I think we're going to
be about 20 carries for Bartlett, and he's just been a workhorse tonight.
Yeah, it's nice to see that the Comets are just coming into this. This is their first league game, and very, very good win for them tonight. And they're going to have to. They're going to have some things happen because, Eastwood right now is basically the team to beat. Almost miscommunication there, but Mr. DeStasio is trying to give me a call here, and I'm like, gee, many Christmas, Michael. I love your pizza, but
he doesn't know that we were speaking so kindly about it.
Yeah, he's listening. I guarantee you, he's down in Elmwood at the pizza place listening. 2 minutes left to go in this contest. All Comets tonight, and just proud of them. This is we got to see him against Oak Harbor, and I'll tell you what, Oak Harbor they just tore the secondary up, and they were able to do that. And he's in, touchdown.
Justin Barlage.
Barlage with the touchdown.
He's earned the right to get that late carry. I'll tell you what, he worked his tail off tonight.
And we heard him screaming here, no flags. That's a good thing.
Thank you, Genoa Bank, for sponsoring this Genoa Comic touchdown.
Are you a fan of the running clock?
Well,
I always like asking opinions on that when I don't know the answer ahead of time.
I got to tell you,
I think it's been one of the good decisions the state has made in terms of adjustments. It's cut down on injuries. It's cut down a lot of garbage stuff that goes on late in games. And
that's 57.
Colton Stewart is going to like another shot at that one.
Yeah. That's the one he'll talk about in school, at lunch at school, right?
Well, we used to say there's a reason, young man, you're playing defense.
And there you have it.
Yes.
That's why we're in audio and visual. I was lucky. My mom would never let me play football. I broke too many of my teeth as it was.
Well, and the other thing is, some of the linebackers are wearing those heavier gloves, and it's just not the same as the sticky ones the receivers are fortunate enough to wear.
Exactly.
I don't know if you've caught a ball lately with those, but it's,
no, I haven't.
It's kind of like the old Lester Hayes stick. You just stick your hand out there, and it magically attaches itself.
I'm not even allowed to use a chainsaw.
Well, that's
so.
Yes, that was an agreement with all of your neighbors many years ago.
My neighbors love me now that I got my fence done. They think I'm a nice guy again. They love me anyways. The Rossford boys are taking it tonight, 42-21. Their Lake's having their fill with them. That's the most offense I've seen out of Lake this year so far.
48 to go in the game, and a little desperation drive here. Again, really nobody open.
Hey, and he's out of.
Logston, the ball carrier. Step for loss. The play by number 4.
Common defense is doing a great job of just playing, not only prevent, but they've got guys underneath to take away the dump down routes.
Thank you, St. John Lutheran Church in Williston, for donating $25 sack of groceries to the Genoa Food Pantry.
Well, it's been a great game, and he's going to go another inning. Oh!
Pass broken up on the play by number 11, A.J. Ruby.
Ruby had his hands all over that. He was yelling at the ball as he was dribbling in his head.
He had multiple attempts.
He was, yeah. They want to hold the donut in there.
That's a great source of pride for defense.
It sure is.
When
I did play, I played, an end, and I played middle linebacker every once in a while. And that was always our big thing. Played for Mr. Roberts, Tom Roberts. Remember him?
Yes, I do. He was my baseball coach a couple different years.
Roberts Party Store or Carry Out over there.
We used to get him mad because we'd call. What was the coach's name from the Bad News Bears? Butterfield, Buttermaker, or whatever it was. We used to call him that. Boy, he'd get all upset with us. This should be the last snap of the game here.
I'll tell you what, in the city of Oregon, his name, which is meant sports, period.
Oh, yeah.
He waited for him. That's game time.
He's trying to get the ball to the end zone. There's just really nobody open.
Well, we got to tell you, Marty, what a wonderful, wonderful game for the Comets tonight. And Elmwood's got to find a way to make that running game, get some inside running game working if they want to compete. And I think
they found a little 1-2 punch tonight, and that's going to keep defenses honest with this misdirection offense. And that's important because if they can key on just a single back, it's a lot tougher.
Well, once again, great thanks out to Jay Williams, Rick Stewart on cameras tonight, doing a wonderful job. Marty Ben and Fairway Mortgage for making sure they got in for us. IBEW Local 8, UA50, Maumee Bay Turf, Graymont, Quarry, Keith Hilley, love you to death. Thank you for everything. Wojo's Heating and Air Conditioning, Fasttrak Performance, of course, Yala Cole, Greek Restaurant, Tass Electronics, the Silvermoon Soda Grill, Marty Sutter and all the great people over at Genoa Bank, Ron, Gladieux at Gladieux, Do It Best, Schneider Sons Electric, and of course, Marty Ben and Fasttrak Mortgage. I did it again. Oh my God, I thought Fasttrak, I was reading that.
You did that one on purpose.
I know. It's Fairway Mortgage. By the way, folks, if there are some great deals out there with your mortgages right now, give him, Marty, what's your telephone number?
419-461-0667. Text me or call me anytime.
Fantastic. Thank you, folks, and we will see you next week right here on CW 13 and 13.2.